Could the Patriots possibly add Tyreek Hill to their wide receiver room? I know it sounds a little interesting considering he currently plays for an AFC East team, but it also sounds like from Tyreek Hill's social media that maybe his time in Miami is coming to an end. Should the Patriots possibly put in a trade for him? Well, we'll break that down here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports, but I have one quick favor to ask you guys before we hop into the latest details is to go on ahead, hit that sub button for me if you guys haven't already. Help us reach 25,000 subscribers on this channel. The NFL draft is just weeks away, and I want you guys to be completely in the know with everything New England does. If you guys go on ahead and hit that sub button for me, help us reach 25,000. New England has not been shy when it has come to making offensive moves in NFL free agency, starting off with the biggest signing of them all, wide receiver Stefon Diggs. They also bulked up the offensive line a little bit, added another Buffalo Bills player in Mac Hollins. But is this all they're going to do? Could they possibly add another offensive weapon? I think yes. Tyreek Hill recently tweeted out again the peace sign emoji on his Twitter. And he did this on April 7th, but 1 week prior, he put out the exact same tweet on March 30th. Just a simple peace sign. Now, this could mean so many different things, but it also could mean he's peacing out from Miami. We know that he's not happy there, considering he made those comments after the Week 18 loss against the Jets that he wanted to be done in Miami. Yeah, he backtracked and said, okay, I want to stay and play for the Dolphins, but come on. He said it originally. He wanted to be done with the Dolphins. And then he also put out this viral clip on TikTok, which has since been taken down, but thanks to Twitter, I found the TikTok that is still up there on the internet. And he also put this out, and as you can see the caption there, seeing your team may actually trade you. Yeah, all right, it's funny. He's obviously just making a joke here, but what if he's not? What if he is actually starting to kind of hint that Miami might dish away their top receiver? With quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, obviously they are the duo in Miami, but Tua also gets injured a lot. Tyreek Hill's coming off an injury. Maybe it's just not where he wants to be. He says he wants to win. I can't 110% guarantee that's going to happen in New England either with this rebuild, but something's going on with Tyreek Hill. I don't know if he's just trying to push the Miami Dolphins to trade him out of there, or maybe he's just putting up his social media antics like we know he has done in the past. So here is kind of what we know about what Hill has done recently. He publicly said that he would like to play for a new team. This was after the season ended after Week 18. But also, he's only tweeting out the peace sign emoji. That's it. He also throws up a peace sign almost every single time he scores a touchdown. So clearly, that symbol means a lot to him. Maybe he's just tweeting out that he's ready to get back and score more touchdowns in Miami. It's a lot of speculation right now. But he did retract that he wants to, he reiterated that he wants to return to Miami. He retracted that he doesn't want to play in Miami again. So I'll clarify that one more time. So that's where it really starts to get extremely confusing with a guy like Tyreek Hill. But this is not new. He has done this before. That is why when you read these things, you have to take it with a little bit of grain of salt. Even as head coach Mike McDaniel said, Tyreek is known for whatever antics on social media he's entertaining and whatever. Just sounds like he likes riling up fans, to be honest. But I do know that this is the most I have seen in the last couple of years. Maybe it's because he got injured, didn't have the greatest season. Maybe he's tired of Tua Tagovailoa not playing a full season. Maybe he's just tired of not winning altogether. It does seem different this time. And that's why it seems a little bit fishy to me that Tyreek is putting out all of these signals that he wants to be gone from the Miami Dolphins. And if he does, should the New England Patriots try and make a trade for an AFC East player? Let me ask you guys this. Do you think Tyreek Hill will be traded from Miami? Do you think they're going to dish out their top receiver? Type T for trade, type S for stay. Let me know in the comment section down below. Right now, I'm leaning more so towards S for stay. I think it could be kind of interesting heading into the draft and heading into OTAs about where they really stand on their pass catcher. But I will break down more about a possible Tyreek Hill trade in just 1 second. But I do want to tell you guys about GameTime, our official ticketing partners on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I use GameTime every single time I'm trying to get tickets to any event, whether it's a concert, a sporting event, whether it's a theater production, or, maybe just trying to take out my friends for a great time. If you guys want to go see your favorite artist or you want to go see your favorite team play, use GameTime. The number one reason why I love using GameTime is because I know I'm going to get the lowest price guaranteed when I go see my favorite teams play. And you guys can go do that in Boston right now. The Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins, they are all underway. And I know New England Patriots tickets are going to go soon when the New England Patriots season does start, and I want you guys to be able to check out your favorite team in action. All you guys have to do is just download that GameTime app, and when you get there, you're going to be able to see a nice 3D view from your seat in the app before you buy. That makes sure you guys are fully satisfied with your purchase. Download the GameTime app. You guys are going to want to create an account, and then use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase while terms apply. Again, download the GameTime app, create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Go on ahead and download the GameTime app today. You guys can get tickets to your favorite events here anytime that is convenient for you. Download the GameTime app today, because what time is it? It is game time. New England Patriots have had rumors circulating that they are still looking for another wide receiver, and I do hope these rumors are true, because Stefon Diggs isn't enough. It really isn't. He's in his 30s, he's coming off an injury, and we only have Matt Collins as the only other wide receiver signing so far in free agency. I want the Patriots to add another wide receiver to the room. That's why I think a Tyreek Hill trade would make a lot of sense for the Patriots. If they want to give Drake Maye veterans, Tyreek Hill is one of the best pass catchers that you can give Drake Maye. Because he has such a strong arm, why don't you give him a wide receiver that is the fastest in the NFL to be able to hit his marks and run his routes on time for Drake Maye's arm strength to be able to get it to him? And I do think that the Stefon Diggs signing was great, and that is a great step forward in the right direction. But it's also a lot friendlier of a deal than we originally realized. With Stefon Diggs pretty much only being signed to a one-year deal, when you look at the ins and outs of it, I want to make sure that we've got some kind of insurance in our wide receiver room moving forward. So I do think that locking down another top wide receiver on top of Stefon Diggs would be a really good move for Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf, just to make sure that, hey, whether Stefon Diggs is injured again or not, we've got another wide receiver that's not Demario Douglas or Matt Collins. And if Tyreek Hill wants to ultimately end up being traded from Miami, and Miami is on the same page with him, then I think that New England would be a great spot with a rookie quarterback, second-year quarterback, and another asset in Stefon Diggs, who would now move to wide receiver 2. But the only problem is I'm not sure if the Miami Dolphins are ready to trade him just yet. From Mike McDaniels, knowing that these social media antics are just a part of who Tyreek Hill is, you can only look into it so much. Tyreek Hill may be completely fine in the front office of Miami, and he's just tweeting things out because he's bored and it's the offseason, and maybe he just doesn't have anything else to do. But I do also know that he's coming off one of his worst years in the last few seasons, but he also did get injured. He ended up playing through an ankle injury for majority of the season. But he also did not log 1,000 yards. That was the first time in 4 years he's done that. 6 touchdowns, 81 receptions. Obviously, his production took a huge dip. Now, I know Miami was also dealing with some quarterback issues as well, because Tua Tagovailoa got injured, so he didn't have the best thrower to himself either. So that will play into factor on whether or not Miami does want to possibly end up trading away Tyreek Hill. But if they do, I talked to our Dolphins Today host, Nick Roloff, about what it would possibly take to get a guy like Tyreek Hill. And because we do still have plenty of money in the cap space, I think overall it's probably going to take a third-round pick to get a guy like Tyreek Hill. And the good news is that if New England did want to make this trade before the draft, they'd have 2 third-round picks. This one is from the Matthew Judon trade. So it doesn't mean that you're completely forfeiting your third round altogether. You're not. So I think it would end up working out. The Dolphins obviously want to rebuild. They didn't have a great season either. I think a third-round pick would really benefit them, and Patriots would still have a third-round option as well. So I think that this would be a win-win scenario for both teams if Miami ultimately decides to take some phone calls about trading away their top pass catcher. And if they do, holy cow, Drake Maye will have the resources of his dream with Tyreek Hill at wide receiver 1, Stefon Diggs at wide receiver 2, Demario Douglas at wide receiver 3. We haven't even touched on the 2 second-year wide receivers, Polk and Baker, if they decide to have a breakout season. This would be electric to have Tyreek Hill and Stefon Diggs in the same wide receiver core. It might get a little dramatic at times, too. That's a lot of testosterone in one locker room. But I think that when you match Tyreek Hill's speed with Stefon Diggs' pass-catching abilities, Drake Maye, I don't see how we could ask for any better wide receiver room in 2025 if that trade were to be able to come true. But there's a lot of dominoes that have to fall for the Patriots to be able to obtain a wide receiver such as Tyreek Hill. And if that first domino falls, if you get that first alert that says the Dolphins are now taking calls about possibly trading away Hill, do you think the Patriots should make a call? Let me know in the comment section down below. Type Y for yes, type N for no if you want Tyreek Hill in a Patriots uniform along with number 8, Stefon Diggs. As always, if anything does happen with the Patriots, I'll talk about it right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. If you guys haven't already, help us reach 25,000 subscribers and hit that sub button.